have to study the car you're driving, right? Okay.
What a hairy back.
See this bone, okay? This bone right here, this is called the scapula. Okay, scapula, shaped like this, right? Okay, there's 4 muscles that move the scapula. There's the levator scapula. It attaches right here, runs subtrapezius, and attaches the bottom of the occipital. That elevates the scapula, but has nothing to do with the shoulder or anything else. Okay? You have the rhomboids minor and the rhomboids major, and they articulate the scapula into the spine. You have the serratus anterior, and they tip the scapula down and forward. So the scapula can articulate a great deal. Okay? And that allows you, the further away from the point of contact that you can adapt, the better and more efficient you're going to be. If you try to always twist and turn off the shoulder, you're not going to be able to do that. If, however, you fire the trapezius muscle, the strongest muscle in the back, it automatically overrides all the other muscle and you lose all the articulation of the scapula, and now you're pushing, shoving, twisting, levering, which if it's a wrestling match, all right, but if somebody's trying to cut your arm with a knife, probably not the best thing to do. Okay? Again, if the shoulder raises, see the trapezius here, it's attached to the acromion, and that's what raises. Okay? So if the shoulder's raising, you're firing the trapezius. You don't want to do that. But this bone right through here, okay? So what happens here is, I can articulate my scapula without any flexing here. It takes time. You have to go in, you have to start talking to yourself, find where these muscles are. If you want to learn how to do that, go put your shirt back on, thank you. A good thing is to stand up against a wall, feel the scapula so you actually have contact with it, and then you can start moving it around and realize, oh, or lay on your back, because once you touch it, it's like, oh, that's where it is, because you don't have an inner access yet. But by having an external access and then an internal access, now you can start going, oh, I can actually move that a lot, right? So if somebody grabs me, okay, and instead of leveraging, I come way back there, grab strong, okay? Now, don't grab way up there, grab down, a little further down. You want to grab the smallest part that's connected to most bone, because as you get up on all this muscle, you can't hold anybody there, okay? So, strong. Feel the, don't let me turn it over. You can stop that, okay? Feel all that? Okay. Feel how it'd be a big fight? Okay. Because it didn't happen here, it happened back here. I'm not treating him as a separate person, okay? I'm not fighting and treating him as separate. We're just going to blend for the moment, right? Become one with your opponent for the brief while he's still alive, okay? At least he won't die and he'll have somebody else. Okay? So when you're doing this, let your scapula release, and you'll be able to move all this easily, and you'll leave a large space. So remember, down the road, it's not just from a grab. Somebody could be cutting at your arm, and you're learning how to displace it. So you can't turn this up. You have to move this all the way around, and look at the big hole you've left for them. Okay? Later on, again, they'll cut and they'll have a knife up through here, and they'll have missed you, but they'll never seen what happens. Okay? They won't know why, because you're right there. If you move separate like this or flex shoulders, the eye picks that up because it's what it's designed to do, both to protect ourselves and to hunt. That's why we can play baseball and soccer and tennis and all those things, because we can see those things change angles because of our parallax from our binocular vision allows us to do that. Okay? So we're going to use that for our own avantage. Okay? And the eye in the moment doesn't see that because it doesn't do something that the eye picks up. Quoting our friend Flavius Vegetus Renatus from his De Re Militari, about 400, I don't know, give or take a little bit. In every battle, after all, the eye is fooled first. If you're going to fool the eye, how does it see? Right? The eye actually doesn't see it, but you're fooling the brain. But it's programmed to see certain things, right? So unless you consciously program it to see differently, you're going to see with all those quote-unquote survival reflexes. It's how you see. So we're going to know that, train ourselves different, and fool the eye in plain sight.